today. From the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Following the interception, Young. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 20-yard line.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Throwing, Young. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here is Young. Flush to his right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Touchdown, Panthers. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Young. Throw left side complete. That's Hunter. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Young. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 49 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to him. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. Reaching up for it, and he's got it. A great effort there. Managing to stay in bounds.
And the Panthers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
As they've got it as we resume action. Young working out of the gun. Flushed out right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Young on first down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long. Here's Young from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 1st and 10, Young. Throwing right, and that's complete.
The Panthers at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd down, Young. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point. Second down and 3.
Again, it's Johnson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Looking to throw. McGee. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're a PAT from going up 21-3. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing on first down. McGee eluding the pressure right. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
They give to Johnson going right.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Young now. Flush to his right. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete.
So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw. McGee flushed out right. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And this is caught at the 8.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Jordan Reed, a touchdown catch in the victory. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Here comes Richard on the return.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Hunter now will go in motion left. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Off the play fake. McGee. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. They're going to try and throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Now he's loose at the 40.
And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
So the ball.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They begin the drive with Johnson.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. And now they're in the hurry-up. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, you told me before, it's great to be an athlete. A lot of great athletes out there. It's good to have instincts, and he has those.
I would take those above athleticism in a lot of cases, because if you know where the ball's going before anyone else can get there and block you, you can make up for lack of athleticism by being in the right spot at the right time.
And took him down in the backfield with those instincts.
Looking to throw on second down. McGee. Throwing left side, it's complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37.
Looking to throw. McGee. He finds Howard complete.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Back to throw. McGee escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Looking to throw. McGee eluding the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Now Howard trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. McGee flush to his right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. It's their quarterback with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Panthers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. McGee. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McGee. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Back to throw. McGee. Escaping the pressure right. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step as plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Now they send a man in motion right. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. In motion left, the tight end. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. It's the fullback. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They go to the big man. Second time he gets it done.
Almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rip.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. From the 33, here's 2nd and 3. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Young here to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. First and 10, Young. Flush to his right. Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Young will set to throw. Flushed out right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so...
This was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for Carolina, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.